タヤタホムネムネマハムネイエソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイエソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネイソハタヤタホムネムネマハムネ soha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Maha Mune 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 Soha. Tayata やたほむねむねマハムネイエソハあやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハあやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハたやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハたやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハたやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハたやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハたやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハたやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハたやたほむねむねマハムネイエソハ Fundador, dotado, destructor trascendental que ha sido más allá, destructor de enemigos, completamente perfecto y despierto, perfecto en conocimiento y en buena conducta, sugata, conocedor del mundo, guía supremo de los seres humanos que deben ser subyugados, maestro de dioses y de humanos, ser completamente despierto, dotado, destructor trascendental, glorioso conquistador, subyugador del clan de los sakyas. Ante ti me postro, te hago ofrecimientos, en ti busco refugio. Fundador, dotado, destructor trascendental que ha sido más allá, destructor de enemigos, completamente perfecto y despierto, perfecto en conocimiento y en buena conducta, sugata, conocedor del mundo, guía supremo de los seres humanos que deben ser subyugados, maestro de dioses y de humanos, ser completamente despierto, dotado, destructor trascendental, glorioso conquistador, subyugador del clan de los sakyas. Ante ti me postro, te hago ofrecimientos y en ti busco refugio. Fundador, dotado, destructor trascendental que ha sido más allá, destructor de enemigos, completamente perfecto y despierto, perfecto en conocimiento y en buena conducta, sugata, conocedor del mundo, guía supremo de los seres humanos que deben ser subyugados, maestro de dioses y de humanos, ser completamente despierto, dotado, destructor trascendental, glorioso conquistador, subyugador del clan de los sakyas. Ante ti me postro, te hago ofrecimientos y en ti busco refugio. Cuando, oh Supremo, entre los humanos naciste en esta tierra, diste 7 pasos y después dijiste, soy supremo en este mundo. Ante ti, que ya entonces eras sabio, me postro. Con cuerpos puros, forma supremamente pura, océano de sabiduría como una montaña dorada, fama que resplandece en los 3 mundos, vencedor de los mejores, Señor, ante ti me postro. Con los signos supremos, un rostro como la luna inmaculada, del color del oro, ante ti me postro. Eres impoluto, mientras que los 3 mundos no lo son. Incomparablemente sabio, ante ti me postro. Salvador de gran compasión, fundador que atesoras todo el conocimiento, campo de mérito con cualidades como un vasto océano. Ante ti, que has sido la caridad, me postro. Pureza que liberas del apego, virtud que libera de los reinos inferiores, único camino, sublime realidad pura, ante el Dharma que apacigua me postro. Ante vosotros, liberados y conocedores del camino a la liberación, campo sagrado cualificado con logros, dedicados a los preceptos morales, comunidad sublime cuya meta es la virtud me postro. Homenaje al Buda Supremo, homenaje al refugio del Dharma, homenaje a la gran Sangha, a los 3 homenajes siempre devoto, a todos los dignos de respeto, inclinándome con tantos cuerpos como átomos tienen todos los reinos en todos sus aspectos, con fe suprema rindo homenaje. No cometas ninguna acción negativa, realiza solo acciones virtuosas perfectas. Subyuga tu mente completamente, esta es la enseñanza de Buda. como una estrella, una aberración visual, la llama de una lámpara, una ilusión, una gota de rocío, una burbuja, un sueño, un relámpago, una nube. Considera así todos los fenómenos condicionados.
Okay. So, as I mentioned last time, so the next, the translation was read already, so we're going to meditate. So this is a very essential, very essential, very, very essential science of mind. Very essential in few words. There are, yes, so many words, but into few words, this here, some meditation or the science of mind or psychology, or whatever you call, whatever you want to call, different things. The very essence are not hallucinating or making something which exists but you make false. All of that. Something which exists, you try to realize. Something which is false, you try to realize that is false. So the whole problem in our life, we don't know what is truth, and we don't know what is false in the life. So you see, due to ignorance, so of course those who are, correct practitioners, meditators, practitioners, correctly thinking, correctly living the life in the practice, who knows Dharma, who knows the science of mind. Of course, that's different, but common people, why there's so much suffering in the world? Why there's so much suffering? Global problem. On top of that, global problems. Country problems, global problems. Then the society problem, the family problem, individual problem. All the time, so much suffering, so much confusion, so much suffering. You think this is right, but then later you realize that it's wrong. That cheats you. That cheats you, which you believed right at the beginning. So much happens in the life. Don't realize at the beginning. The later you know it's wrong. Sometimes don't realize it in the whole life. Don't recognize the whole life. Whole life you are cheated. Unbelievable. So the whole problem, whole suffering is it came from ignorance, not came from course, not from fully knowing mind, of course. Correct knowledge, no. From opposite, ignorance, not knowing. Every suffering, everything came from that. Ignorance came from the mind, not came from outside. It looks like coming from outside. Look like outside. For every ordinary being believed it's outside. So look like from outside, which is not. Came from mind. Ignorance. Ignorance. Yeah, so therefore, the correct side, correct knowing or seeing. So anyway, what is the truth? What is the false in the life, in your life? So important to know that. So important. Oh, like that. Buddhism, the science of mind. Yes, he said. Now, so many years, about, I don't know, more than 20 years, 30 years, I'm not sure. They have been always, it's always having, what do you call it? Discussion, dialogue, mind science, dialogue, mind life, the science and scientific idea, and then also from the Buddhism, the idea, so discussed for many years. So many, as I mentioned the other day, many scientists, they discovered the Buddhism is not a religion, it's a mind of science. They said from their side to his honest, it's the mind of science. Science of mind, science of mind, sorry. Science of mind. Sorry. So business people plan something. Oh, this will work. Then because they study economics in the university and all that. So this will work. But then you see, when they actually do the practice, it turned out certainly or totally opposite. Didn't work. Not exactly what I thought. Didn't happen. Or lose the business. Or doctors, you see, they check. So again, that's a problem with ignorance. So again, the doctors, they check their patients, and there's all kinds of disease. And especially nowadays, over degenerated time, the 5 degenerations all explained last time. So, Pamasambhava, the second Buddha, Pamasambhava said that, you see, even Tibetan, came from unbelievable, that's, when great, who explained all the things, how to check and the medicines, everything, how to recognize diagnosis and everything. There is, but over the time, delusions over-degenerated. So then degenerated sentient being, degenerated life, degenerated the time, degenerated view. So as I explained last time, so like that. So then that time, also the disease doesn't follow according to the text. What was explained by those great kind of the holy beings in the past. Yeah, but nowadays even that things doesn't follow according to that. So that I think nowadays disease also. So doctors just relying on the text, and then without your own power, then there's danger to make mistakes in the recognition of the disease and treatment. So they do it ignorant, even general, and recognizing disease and as well as right medicine. Not understand. And also the government plan, you see, making plan. You see, if you think this, but you don't have clairvoyance. You don't see future. So those mistakes, always. And when the future comes, it is not like that. That what you planned didn't work. So or then even working for the government, population, there's also made mistakes. Then the country ignorant. So so it looked like before you work for the government, before you do business, before you work for doctors, anything, you have to meditate. First thing is to achieve clairvoyance, to achieve clairvoyance. Even you don't achieve clairvoyance, the Buddha's omniscient mind, if you don't achieve that kind of clairvoyance, omniscient mind, seeing all the past phenomena directly, and then at the same time you see that all the future phenomena directly, and also as well as the present, seeing directly, all at the same time. Can you imagine? When you are free from the obstacle, when you are free from the beyond blockage, you see? Like that. Buddha's, each atom of the holy body, even its hairs, each atom of the holy body can function as a mind, directly knowing all the past, present, future at the same time. No slightest mistakes, no ignorance, no slightest mistakes, obscurations. No negative imprint, not even subtle negative imprint of the ignorance or the wrong concept. Totally removed by actualizing remedy, the Dharma practice, the path, actualizing the path. So all like that. Catholic. And then the holy speech can function as also, the subtle atom can function as a speech also. So like that. There is no separation. So all the existence is covered Buddha's holy mind, omniscience. Seeing all the phenomena directly by Buddha's omniscient mind is not looking far away towards the mountain, sort of far away. Look, not like that. Not like that. From mountain, looking at the city, not like that. So the holy mind, there's no resistance. Holy mind covered all the holy objects that Buddha see. All the existence are covered by Buddha's holy mind. It's covered Buddha's holy body. With the holy speech as well. So that holy mind can function by holy speech and holy body. So there's no resistance. Katsuri. So when you are able to actualize path, 5 Mahayana paths to enlightenment, Mahayana path of merit, preparation, rising path, path of meditation, no more learning. So when you first part, the path of merit, Bodhisattvas, path of merit, that has a great, middle, small one. Solomon Temple, Ding, Chunga. So first you exercise the small one, then middle one, then great one, path of merit. So when you exercise path of merit, then wherever you are, wherever you reach that level, great path of merit, continual solemn 추중기 things, concentration of Dharma continual. The great path of merit. So whenever you actualize, just there you see numberless Buddhas in the Manaka aspect. In the Manaka aspect. Wherever you are, just there you see numberless Buddha in aspect of Buddha. Not in the ordinary aspect. Not like Asanga, so dog, Maitreya Buddha, but it didn't see Maitreya Buddha at the beginning, only saw dog. It's a wounded dog. Unbelievable, like suffering dog, full of maggots, wounded dog. It's a Maitreya Buddha, but it didn't see Maitreya Buddha. At the beginning, only wounded dog. So he did 12 years retreat to achieve Maitreya Buddha. This is near Buddha, the place where Asanga did 12 years retreat on Maitreya Buddha. So he did 3 years, nothing happened. Then he came down. I think I did explain last time. Huh? I don't remember. Oh, well, I don't know which one first, but anyway, he saw one time leaking on the rock. So one water leaking on the rock. So one leak, two leaks there, by dripping in the rock it made a hole in the rock. So he saw this. Water is very not hard, but it made a hole by leaking again and again. It made a hole inside. So that inspired him. Oh, why not? Go back to meditate. Why not? Then he got inspiration. He went back to retreat another 3 years. Then he left again. Nothing happened. Then he came down. He saw bird flying in, coming out, flying nest, flying. So the bird nest is very soft. So by touching the rock, coming in, going out, coming in, touching. So rock worn out. So he saw this. So that inspires him so much. Why not? So he went back to retreat again 3 years. Well, nothing happened. Then on the road, he saw somebody cutting rock with thread. Threads were fine. Thread is made of wool, fine thread. But it's going like this on the rock, but it is able to make a hole inside the rock. It's able to make a hole to the rock by going like this on the rock. So then it really inspired him, went back another 3 years. So nothing happened. Then he left again. So in the road, he saw a wounded dog. Total wounded dog, full of maggots. They got unbelievable compassion. Unbelievable compassion. Then he cut here what do you call this one? Thigh, the flesh. Spread that was maggots to eat. See, so to live. So by closing the eye, he went to pick up the maggots. Not with hands, but they thought my crush, so couldn't touch. So you opened one eye. It's on Maitreya Buddha. It's on Maitreya Buddha. It was Maitreya Buddha. But due to karmic obscuration, due to karmic obscuration, so didn't see it's Maitreya Buddha. It is Maitreya Buddha, but didn't see as Maitreya Buddha. So, ordinary being, a dog. Suffering being, a dog. You have to know that. Then he got there. Unbelievable compassion. Then, see. So he immediately, he grabbed Maitreya Buddha and complained, why I didn't see you earlier? So Maitreya Buddha said, yes, I was there, in the cave. So the Maitreya Buddha showed him, here, look, you are spitted in the cave. Here, look, all these marks. Maitreya Buddha showed him why he spitted. In the cave, he didn't see Maitreya Buddha, you see. So, but spit, you see. So where he spitted, all the monks show Maitreya Buddha. So I was there in the cave all the time. Hey, look here. So, yeah. So remember this when you are doing a retreat of the deities. Remember this. So remember that. Apply to yourself. Remember this. When you do deities retreat, those who are doing deities retreat, remember this. Deity is there. We think because I could not see it. What is normal thing now? So anyway, so then Maitreya Buddha asked him, what do you want? So I want teachings. And then Maitreya Buddha took him in the Pure Land, bodhichitta. So, 50, one morning of bodhichitta is 50 years according to human being, human world. According to 50 years. But it's one morning according to the time in the Pure Land, bodhichitta, garden, Yigachansen. So, Maitreya Buddha gave teaching, Chamju Tenga. Sutan, what? Detijin? Sudra Alankara, Abe Samaya Alankarika, yeah, then Uda Tantra. I think the one with the Nanje. So like that, Chandri Denga, Maitreya Buddha, the 5 teachings of Maitreya Buddha gave. Then Asanga came down, he wrote 5 commentaries called Sadenga. 5 divisions of the ground. Sadenga. So, so since from that time now, numberless sentient beings who met Bodhidharma, who started with the Buddha's teachings and Ayasanga Sutras. What? No. No. Maitreya Buddha's teachings and Ayasanga teachings, Sadhana. So, actualized path to enlightenment, path to Buddhahood, total cessation of obscurations, completion of realization, Sangye. There, numberless beings, yeah, it's Buddhahood. Buddhahood. So like this, up to now. Since Maitreya Buddha gave teaching, and Asanga wrote the commentaries from those. Then later, Lama Atisha was embarked in Tibet, on the Buddhism in Tibet, degenerated, degenerated. So those who practice Tantra, they can't practice Sutra. They can't those who practice it, they can't practice Tantra. So a lot of misunderstanding what Tantra is during those times. So much corrupted. So Lama Atisha was invited in Tibet, and then heard detailed problems from the Changjuwe, Bodhisattva Changjuwe, and the Kasa. Of course, brother of the Lama Atisha. Lama Atisha was the king in Tibet. That so, nephew, Changjuwe's nephew. Do you know? Nephew or something? Yeah, a relative of the king. Exactly, but a relative of the king, Lama Atisha. So Lama Atisha passed away in prison by looking. He sent present gold to Lama Atisha to invite Tibet through translator. Jatson Singh, I think. So, but didn't get to see Lama Atisha, even to get to see explain Lama. So second time, the king went to look for gold offering to Lama Atisha. Then Liu, I'm not quite sure, that's Nepal or Nepal, I'm not sure. Liu. So he was king was caught, put in the prison by the irreligious king of the Liu. So then the Catholic gold what the king found, then Changju offered to the king, irreligious king. This is what he found. And by piling up, the irreligious king said the size of the head is still missing. So then he gave Bodhisattva is a relative, the Changju gave message back to prison, the Lama Changju, the Lama Atisha. Then Lama Atisha said, don't give him gold, even the handful. Don't give him anything. Send all the gold to make offering to Lama Atisha to invite in Tibet. To develop, to correct the Buddha, to develop, you see, in Tibet. So I think then the second time, I think not to Lotawa, I think. Then Lama Changju said, I will die in the prison for the sake of sentient beings in Tibet. For them to do invite Lama Atisha and spread Dharma, correct Dharma, pure Dharma, and then for that reason I gave up my life in the prison. So pass the message to Lama Atisha. He told Changju through that. And then in the future life, may I able to see you like that. Or then Lama Atisha passed away in the prison. So Then Nagarjuna went. To that time there was no airplane, there was no car. Take long time to journey, Then in the road, sometimes it's Cherishing, see. Cherishing is guiding. Compassion Buddha, Cherishing is guiding. It's a special deity, show the road. Sometimes there's a true road which you have to go, then manifest a child and show the road, guide the road. Like that. Sometimes it manifests the old lady. You Tibetan people talk a lot. Talk a lot. Talk less. Don't talk much. I think the idea is to keep the plan secret. I think so. That advice is saying. So like that, whenever there's need, Cherishing manifests in different ordinary form, then guide, give guidance. So the translator of Nagarjuna saw Lama Atisha and was able to explain everything about Tibet. And the Lama Atisha listened. Then he asked Tara, all the Buddhas holy action manifested in female aspect, enlightened being Tara. So to fulfill the wishes of sentient beings, to grant all the common and uncommon supreme realizations and enlightenment, all that. So Lama Atisha always asked Tara. So he asked Tara. Now Tara said, if you go in Tibet, it will be extremely beneficial, but your life will be less. It will become shorter. 7 years become shorter, your life. So Lama Atisha says, I don't mind if my life becomes highly beneficial in Tibet. For the Tibetan people in Tibet, sentient people, I don't mind. My life becomes short. So he went to Tibet. He decided. But then you see, in India, you can't announce because the Indian people won't let Lama Atisha go in Tibet, even the monastery. So Lama Atisha went to Nepal to make pilgrimage, and then through Nepal, then went to Tibet, slowly, on like that. So then Lama Atisha wrote, by hearing all the problems of the corruptions, all the things in Tibet, Buddha. So Lama Atisha wrote the Lamb of the Path to Enlightenment. All the 84,000 teachings Buddha taught, they integrate into three. Less vocal teaching and great vocal teaching, two, the Sutra and Tantra. So all those teachings taught by Buddha, because there are different level of sentient being, different level of mind of the sentient being, capacity. So all those are integrated into the Lamrim, the gradual path to enlightenment, the Lam, the path to enlightenment. So Lama Atisha wrote this about Tibet, simple, easy to understand. Then sent to Nalanda, the Pandits, to examine. That time, text is written with the mistakes. Then they tie with the tail of the dog. Then they take the dog around the city. Around the city. That's what they do. The past. And so all the Pandits in Nalanda, they saw the Lama Atisha's text, Lamb the Path to Enlightenment, which contains all those teachings taught by Buddha. Oh, they all got so much devotion. Unbelievable. So that happened. Or then even from that, or then the numberless sentient beings by listening, reflecting, meditation practice, actualized path, numberless beings become free samsara. Free from samsara, the oceans of suffering of samsara, these rebirth and death, sickness, old age, all that dissatisfaction, all those suffering, pain, suffering, change, all the temporary samsara pleasure. You cannot develop, you cannot complete, not like Dharma happiness, where you can develop, you can complete when you achieve nirvana, free from samsara, when you achieve enlightenment, full, great nirvana, not like that. But because nature of suffering, so the other nature of second suffering of samsara, which is a nature as a suffering of change. So it is some changes, even suffering pain. You see, at the end it doesn't last. Then those two suffering rases from the third, pervasive compounding suffering. The aggregates what this is nature of suffering. Why we suffer is because this is the end of the control of delusion and karma. If you don't want to suffer, what is the method? What is the solution? Wow, that is it. You can make your aggregates free from delusion karma. That is the solution. That is the solution. You have to understand. So you have to not only examine the outside, examine the mind. Examine the mind. So examine the mind, then you discover all these things. Yeah. All the numberless beings, you see, by listening, reflecting, meditation practice, by studying. So some of the scientists who study, the dialogue with they hear about Buddhism, dialogue is just, this, as I said, is science of mind. Then, you see, then you see, then sorry. Yeah, sorry, I forgot my talk. Sorry. So, do you see? The third suffering, pervasive compounding suffering. Kappa du jeji dunga. So, pervasive from that. So, because this is under the control, your aggregate is the end of the aggregate form, what we have now, against form, feeling, cognition, compounding against consciousness. 5. So not necessarily 5 all the time. So there's without the body, sometimes there's a desire realm, form realm, formless realm. So desire realm has all the 3 types of suffering: suffering, pain, suffering, change, pervasive, compounding suffering. And the form realm do not have suffering, pain. Only born there through meditation, through samatha meditation. We went through that numberless times. We went through that numberless times. We're born there through meditation, numberless times. So achieving samatha meditation alone, that's not the first thing. There's no first discovery. We've done that numberless times. We're born formless, all the form. And the formless do not have suffering change. Only pervasive compounding suffering. All of that. So while you're there, so like that. So formless realm, there's no body, no physical body. Oh, like that. So only the mind. We born there numberless times in the past, form and formless, through meditation. All of that. So the kasara. Now our aggregate is under the control of delusion karma. So that's why suffer. Nature suffer. And then pervasive compounding suffering. Compounding suffering because this aggregate is contaminated seed of delusion karma. Contaminated, the seed of delusion karma. So from the seed comes suffering again, and rises delusion again, including future life sufferings, rises from this seed of delusion. You understand? Compounding. Pervasive compounding suffering. So if you like, you don't want suffering, you only want happiness. Okay. Then if you are expert, if you are expert, if you're expert, then you see, study the methods, study the science of mind, study the methods, how to make free yourself, your aggregates, free, healthy, in other words, I use healthy, best healthy, free from delusion karma. So you don't have suffer. You are free of suffering forever. Not just people lifetime, few years, like you have vacation, and I can go back to samsara. Again you're in samsara. It's not like that. Never. Forever. Forever. Believe state of peace forever. You are in that forever. Of course, on that, I mean, that's just yourself. But of course, I say, sorry, I just going blah, blah, blah. I know. So a long time. Sorry. You see, what I'm saying is that if you are real expert, then or you have to find out this method, you see, to how to make yourself totally free from delusion karma forever, forever. Oh, then you see then forever you become free. Forever, then you're liberated from suffering. No, there's no rebirth, no death, no old age, no sicknesses. Oh, then you see, you don't need go to makeup shops for numberless times. Numberless times, makeup shops are like with the young actor, what's his name? One young actor, Michael Jackson. Then numberless times went to the makeup shops to change all the face. I don't think it makes others change, but maybe the face. So you see, include all that. Includes all that problem is free forever. For free forever from suffering or change. Free forever. All the pleasure of music, all the pleasure of sleep, all the pleasure of sex, pleasure of drink and whatever each person's own, what he likes, what she likes, what he likes. Anyway, so nature of suffering, see, all the free totally from suffering change, free forever. Then free because free forever from the pervasive compound suffering, because of that. So the third one is the main thing for the Buddhist, is the main thing to realize it is suffering and generate the wish to be free from that. Then by actualizing true path, then you become free from that. By actualizing true path, wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, which seeds the seed of delusion karma. Oh, that is the main one. Oh, so, then you see the delusion karma, then you are free from suffering forever. Oh, this is what you have to walk, what to learn. This is what you have to learn. So you can see the science of mind. All of that, you see. Then not all that. So, you see, the Bodhisattvas are like this. For Arahatas, destroy of the ignorance. The Dachomba, the destroyer of the enemy, not outside enemy, inside enemy, the real enemy, the delusion, which brings suffering, so which brings all the sufferings, and delusion. Oh. So Kature. Yeah, this is the main achievement, you see, what they're looking for. Main achievement for Arahatas. Okay, who are free from delusion karma forever, who are free from samsara, suffering forever. This is the main achievement. But Bodhisattva, you see, the thought Arahat, the arhatship, blissful state of peace. This you see, I tell you, so if you achieve the arhatship, this blissful state of peace, so it'll you get caught in that for eons, for not years, eons. So long you absorbed in that, you are in that state. So then after so many eons, then you see Buddha sent, in the right time, Buddha sent the light. And there's one stanza, I don't remember. There's one stanza Buddha says. And then inspire to enter mind apart from that. Then that is not easy. That is so difficult. It is said in the teachings that for them, generate compassion for sentient being, so difficult. Because the mind is so much absorbed for eons inside that blissful state, peace. So difficult to be generate compassion to other sentient beings, to understand the suffering, think of suffering of other sentient beings, feel compassion. And then to generate bodhichitta is a result from generating love and compassion for the sentient. So difficult to generate bodhichitta. Takes a long time, and even generate is weaker, not so powerful, weaker. So like that. So the Bodhisattva, for Bodhisattva, the idea of, you see, the blissful state of peace, achieving arhatship, this one is like the text is said, stones that you, through your speech, your snot or your mucus, luba, mucus, yeah, mucus. You drop mucus on the stone. You see, nobody want to touch. You know, you don't throw, no touch. So like that. I mean, I use toilet paper. Use toilet paper. I said use, toilet paper. Used one. So you say, you can caca. So use toilet paper. You see. So it's like Bodhisattva is like that. The blissful state of peace, unbelievable, for eons, but for Bodhisattva, because of compassion, so much compassion for sentient beings, loving kindness, all that suffering of sentient. So because of that, then for Bodhisattva is to be completely cast out. Like toilet paper, you use toilet paper, you see, to throw away. You never touch, to throw away. Oh, for Bodhisattva is like that, the attitude. So for Bodhisattva to be born in hell, post-sentient being, to experience the suffering of hell for that sentient being, And that sentient being to be free from hell. Oh, that one is the best thing, best achievement. That's the it's like songs. When the sun hot, and then they enter in the pond, so happy to enter the pond. Or the example of that for there. Oh, the Bodhisattva is the best, is the most, is the greatest happiness. Is the great happiness to be born in hell, to experience suffering for the other sentient being. Let the other being free from hell. And that suffering, you suffer for the other helping. Oh, for the Bodhisattva, it's the most, the most happiness, greatest happiness. Oh, that one. Oh, you have to understand. Like that, you see. That, you see. Greatest happiness for Bodhisattva to that. That achieving arhatship, blissful peace for eons, oh, that one is like, for Bodhisattva is like use toilet paper after clean caca. You know? Oh, you have to understand. Oh. So sorry. So now, so that's why then Bodhisattvas is a stronger compassion. They have stronger love, strong compassion, then stronger bodhichitta. Or the quicker they achieve enlightenment. So, question of enlightenment: how long takes time? How long takes time for you to achieve enlightenment? How long, how short? I mean, all that depends on compassion. You have to know, you have to be aware in our life. In our life, we have to always remember compassion is the one. There is a quotation to Yangtaba do. I think in Chinese teaching, compassion Buddha teaching, but I don't remember completely. So if you so compassion is so important. So I'm the Sherpa committant. Sherpa, Himalaya mountain, committant. Playing joke, you know, the Sherpa, committant from mountain, from the Everest. So the one, okay. So they were, Kasawara came in. Oda di Kasawara, Chen Dabo do Dale. Oda, if you, all that depends on compassion. Everyday life, must remember everyday life, what the compassion, but to the sentiments. Because it is said that if you practice, if you follow one Dharma, then everything comes to you. You follow one Dharma, then everything comes to you. So that means compassion. One Dharma is compassion. Then everything comes to you, all the Dharma. Then you achieve all the realizations, including enlightenment, everything. The numberless quality, Buddha's holy body, holy speech, holy mind, everything comes to you. See. That's some quotation, but I don't remember. But that's essence what he said. It is mentioned in the Gomrim, the Kamala Shila's text, the graduate meditation. This great compassion is even you're walking, even you are standing, in all the manners, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, whatever. All the time, get habituated for the sentient beings. So everything you see, everything you do for sentient beings. You see? Oh, this is what advice by Kamala Shila, the great Pandit is, sorry. Oh, Indian Pandit, the Khadare. Oh, the graduate, meditation to achieve enlightenment. Oh. Ni chimbo the dan room, ni chimbo the dry room, jalan tamjedu. Jalan tamjeda. Tu tamjedu, sentient tamjer, kombachaos. In all the conduct, in all the time, get habituated for sentient beings. I think you got announcement. I think there's a day just in the morning. When you woke up in the morning, there's a motivation. I say your life. That makes if you do the meditation in the morning, that makes your life iron, then become gold. But I say your life is a kaka, but it transforms to gold. Like that. The main thing is the mind becomes dharma, so everything becomes cause of happiness. Whatever you do every day, whatever you do becomes cause of happiness. Not only that, but the cause of enlightenment, because the main thing is generating bodhichitta, main thing is generating compassion to all the sentient beings. You dedicate your body, possession, merits to all sentient beings. You see, you dedicate, you give the sentient beings, and then you dedicate for sentient beings, use like earth. Earth is used by sentient beings, however they want, happiness, however happiness they want. You see, by using earth, that they can use so like that. You have some benefit for sentient being, like earth. Then you see benefit sentient being like water. How the water is used so many different ways, not only drinking, but for happiness sentient being. You yourself use like water for sentient being. Fire is used so many different ways. The happiness for sentient beings, they use like fire or happiness for sentient beings, whatever they want. And then the wind, so many different ways they use to achieve happiness. So yourself, your body, your possession, your marriage, all they use for them, their happiness. And then even the sky for sentient beings, all that. Use so many different ways to achieve happiness. So you use like that. You use wishground jewel, for sentient being, whatever. You use yourself, the wishground jewel, the wishground tree, like in the mandala. Which kind of tree? Wow, benefits. Then you use yourself like, mantra, complete mantra, pacifying obstacles and all the delusion, all the obstacles, all the, then increasing, realization, increasing wealth, and increasing wealth. Controlling, all your needs, then wrathful, when the pacifying, increasing, the control doesn't help, then use wrathful action to benefit of sentient being, to bring to enlightenment. Then like mantra, like medicine, yourself like medicine to heal all the disease. So yeah, there's many mentioned there. So the main thing is to develop compassion, and that's what it contains. Some meditation. So then at the end you see. At the end, you see generating bodhichitta. Generating bodhichitta. Before that comes the latter. But before that, you go through Lamdrim, short one, and you go through Lamdrim graduate, lower category. Graduate path, middle graduate path, then the great lower capable, graduate, lower capable, then graduate, middle capable, and then higher capable. So, yeah. So then, general bodhicitta will go through the 7 techniques and 7 techniques of mind and cause effect, 7 techniques. So the realize by meditating how all sentient beings have been your mother and kind of all that. So after general bodhicitta, then you see one thing to understand is of course there, then the practice is to actualize 6 parameters. Things like that mentioned. But however, you see, that is one thing. After general bodhicitta, then you see, then you study Dharma, listening, reflecting, meditation practice, or the studying Dharma for sentient being. You can think that's one thing. Then the other thing is, dedicate your body, possessions, and merits, all dedicated for sentient being. The third thing is eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, whatever, do everything for sentient being. Do everything, even for going for shopping, whatever. All the actions you do for sentient being. The next thing. The third thing. This I haven't told yet. I want to clarify. So there's a connection, not only morning meditation, but the connection with the whole your life. With the morning, what you meditate, the connection, whatever you do, is connected with that. Wherever you are traveling, you are pilgrimage, you are whatever, you're being doctor in the hospital, your business, everything is connected with that, with the bodhicitta. Compassion, strong compassion. In bodhicitta, okay? So everything is done out of that. So third thing is eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job. For that, for sentient being. All that motivation should be in the morning like this. And then also when you do, when you eat, also to remember, eating for sentient being, walking for sentient being. Whatever doing, whether eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, or sleeping, also remember for sentient being. Benefit of a sentient being, to enlighten sentient being. With the bodhicitta, you see. So that sleeping yoga. So I mean, who those who practice tantra, there's sleeping yoga. But however, see, to benefit to them, like food, there's living the health, like eating food, similar, the to so that you can benefit from a sentient being, practice Dharma and benefit sentient. So like that. So the okay. So yeah. So what I'm saying, my conclusion is, by my telling of this story, please remember that we met with Dharma in this life. Is in the past, the great holy beings, they dedicated so much of their life, so many holy beings. Like as I told the story, king passed away in prison, and so much. The Bodhisattva we met, Bodhisattva you met, I met. You have to recognize that. How much hardship they went through. The Bodhisattva. You met, I met. Remember their kindness. The Kaswari. Yeah, King Songden Gambo, Chizong Denzen, the Dharma King of Tibet, and Pema Sambhava, and the Sagaraj who spread teaching Vinaya in Tibet. So remember that. So therefore I wrote a prayer. We have a member in the FMD board, George Pali. He has computer business. Now maybe, I don't know if he does not. He came so many times, FMD meeting. So he asked me to write a prayer for Tibet, but I thought there's already prayer written by His Holiness, so that I don't see the reason. Then after a long time, then I realized, of course you can compose prayer, of course. So I did write. So idea is to recite that end of the puja, the Lama Chowa talk, or the end of the puja, and at the centers, and at the end to recite with the other dedication. So there it says, essentially, remember the kindness of, all the past the great holy beings, including Pema Sambhava and all other, who pacified the obstacles, spreading Dharma in Tibet. All that, and then His Holiness, and both all the lineage lamas of His Holiness, incarnation, you see. So that to total repair kindness and yeah, so I don't remember now what so I wrote that and recited a Cherishing Institute. I think few thousand people came, 1 year soon came. So prayer was recited that time. in the Washington, after Kalachakra, was planned to recite, but didn't happen somehow. Okay. So the compassion, Katwati, so it's the most important thing to practice in everyday life. So then you see that helps very much to achieve all other realizations, and all that knowledge and all the realizations, including enlightenment. So that. So the kasa. Cherishing the I is causing suffering to you. Is causing suffering to the numberless sentient beings. Already we have done. This is how we lived our life from beginningless rebirth. And if we do not practice bodhichitta, do not practice compassion, which comes from compassion, so then again, if we don't have merit to meet the teachings, mind the teachings, and don't hear the practice of bodhichitta, we don't practice bodhichitta, or then again, endlessly, we harm the numberless sentient beings with the self-cherishing thought. Of course, no question yourself. Harming others means harming yourself. Always say we have to understand. Now, cherishing others. Cherishing others, opposite to that, cherishing others. That is cherishing yourself. Benefiting others, benefiting yourself, naturally. So there are numberless sentient beings whom you cherish. Not only now, it becomes future to future, future to future, 100,000, millions, millions, millions of lives goes on like that. Happiness causes happiness to a sentient being up to enlightenment. Cherishing others. You, one person. You, the one person. By cherishing others, not only yourself, then numberless sentient beings bring to enlightenment. Life to life, then bring to enlightenment. All like that. Like sun shining in the world. Plants can grow, and creatures can enjoy, human beings can enjoy, like that. The cherishing others. The ultimate bodhichitta. So like that. So it is said in the Lama Chapa, Rangi Chinchin Gugunju Go Manam Jesung Rangi Chinchin. Rangi Jabar Zimbi, John Di. Means dungal jebe gyurtone la lendala kondo sungchete danjen donjin jamba chinjelo. Monam jesung dalo gobilo taye yuntenyu gotoni doa de dan daga dalanja sole jeba zamba chinglu. Rangi jeba zimbi jongnenti mindu dungal jebi jurtones. Probably English translation may bring the last one first. Please grant my blessings. Ask the Root Guru. How many you have visualized, a billion or 1,000 or 100 or however, or one? It's all Guru. The essence of that. So. Rangi Jabar Zimbi Jonati, the chronic disease, cherishing the I, Minja Dungan Jebi Jurtone, seeing this is the cause of undesirable sufferings. Seeing this is the cause of rising undesirable sufferings. Lalendala. Kundo sungchede. So, Lalendala means any problem. If somebody is angry to you, or somebody look at you bad, don't respect you, but look at you, nose up, the person nose up, eyes down, look at you, or whatever you see, or a person abuse you, beat you, or whatever. So that $11 recognize immediately from where it came, from the self-cherishing thought, from my self-cherishing thought. From my self-cherishing thought. Immediately remember the abuse, whatever came from that. That's the main cause. You see, because you treat others, before. You abuse others before. You see, with the sexual abuse, whatever abuse you did before with the ego, with the self-cherishing thought, you did the others in the past. Oh, now this is the result, coming result you get. $11. So, put the blame on that. But rather putting blame down, what we do, all the time we blame everything. Even though totally your mistake, but always you try to blame outside. Always blame outside. You are always perfect. You are always right. You are always perfect. Always outside wrong. Even though blame the birds, blame the dogs, cats. Like that. How you even there's no human being. But how you see, put blames, self-cherishing thought. Put blames immediately, without delay. Otherwise you blame outside, then you get angry. Then all the things come, like shower, like the rain shower. Then all the negative comes, clouds, and happens. So like that, all the negative things are. So it becomes alive crazy, no peace. So without delay, recognize, come from my self-cherishing. So I use the method, not only blame to this self-cherishing thought, come from your self-cherishing thought, recognize, but I added as a method, that problem, that problem, whatever you have, give it to your ego, self-cherishing thought. Give it to your enemy. Your enemy, your real enemy, is self-cherishing thought. Your demon enemy, self-cherishing thought. You give it to that. Give it to that, and smash it. Totally destroy. Make non-existence. Even no name. Non-existence. So good. So good. You see? The person angry, whatever happens, give it to. Not only come from that, give it to it back. Give it back to that. Destroy it, the enemy. The ignorance destroyed. Your root of samsara. Holding the I is real, what is not. While it exists mere name. Nothing exists from inside, totally empty. You see? But holding real. That appeared real to the hallucinated mind, ignorance, and touched real. That's really true. So, then you see, object of the ignorance, real I, gone. Ignorance is destroyed. The real I, what ignorance entrusts to, not there. Gone. You don't see that. Totally non-objectifying. Then you meditate in that. Whatever you can. Then, by generating loving kindness, then you give your body give your body, in which ground jewel and your possession, 3 merits, cause of all happiness up to enlightenment, all you give to others, to all sentient beings, and that particular person, all sentient beings, the enlightened. So they go to whatever they want first, whatever they want, helping hungry animals, everyone. First they go to whatever they want. Second, whatever they need, perfect human rebirth, mind teaching, perfectly qualified mind guru, revealing the understanding path to enlightenment. And then actualize all path, become liberated from all the obscurations, gross and subtle. Then they all achieve the enlightenment, Rupakaya, Dhammakaya. Oh, like that. So anyway, okay, just a minute. Yeah. Okay, just finish this. Yeah. So it's very good to Kaswani in everyday life, with anybody, try to talk about compassion. Just kind of you use the time, kind of even the not only with the Buddhist or Dhamma person, not only just anybody, but skillfully kind of you bring it into kind of think of compassion. Talk about bring it to conversation of compassion. So it's always very good to leave positive imprint. For example, as one more thing to mention, that so numberless sentient beings achieved enlightenment, free from, not only free from samsara, achieved enlightenment due to Asanga's compassion to wounded dog, but which Maitreya Buddha, but couldn't see Maitreya Buddha, so wounded dog. Oh, you see, it's the appearance of his impure karma. So after the incredible compassion, cherishing others generated, so unbelievable purification. So now the karma is not there. Now you can see Maitreya Buddha. So that didn't happen during retreat. During the retreat, didn't happen. Only at that time. So there's another one that so it happened to us. Many times we met that kind of dogs, not necessarily only a dog, even human being. It could be different form, not necessarily only dog. Even human beings, very miserable human being, men, women, children, unbelievable, miserable, terrible. So many times, but you see, not necessarily, not that it's not an actual sentient being. Many times, even for us, many times for Buddha, who see manifestation of Buddha. You see, manifestation of deities. But because you don't have karma, you don't have pure mind to see Buddha. So therefore, we see terrible, poor, suffering being like that. We see. Many times happened for us, but we don't recognize. And even great compassion, like Asanga, we didn't get to generate. We just suffer, this is animal, this, you don't think, you don't relate to yourself that you have general compassion. You never think, this animal, this something. See, I'm a human being, so that. So it's very, very sad. Then like that, you see, many times happened to us. So there could be many times Buddha, as in reality Buddha, for us to generate compassion, for us to practice, purify the heavy karma, and to achieve enlightenment quickly. But we didn't have enough luck. So like that happened many times for us. That's what I think. So, example, the Vajrayana commentary, there is a Nagarjuna Baba, great yoga Nagarjuna Baba, not my ordained lay person. He always flies with the 500 dragons around him, with the Dhamma bells, with the music flying sky. So that time he was walking, going to Oji, place called Oji. It's near Baksa, where I lived 8 years, where Prime Minister Nehru and Gandhiji were present, and so many people were killed during British time, when India was under British time. So, under British time, so Odi is near that place. Baksa. I haven't gone, but my teacher, one of my teachers, has gone. The caves. It seems there's a big celebration each year. Many people from Bombay go there. You climb the iron bars and climb the rock. Seems quite maybe not easy to go in the caves. So sometimes in the cave, if you have a karma, good karma, you hear chantings, prayer chantings, music, yellings and all this you hear. So that's one Unze, Namjal monastery, passed now a long time ago. He came one of the times, he heard chanting and music in the cave. So he taught Namjal monks in his own temple, Dharamsala, and many monks that chant that, the particular chanting, so like that. So, so he came alone, Nagarjuna Baba. There was one lady near the river. There was one lady near the river. The lady totally black, and she was the share the arthritis. Leprosy. She has leprosy. And past blood coming out, and so filthy dirty, unbelievable filthy dirty. So she asked him to please bring me on your bag, other side of the river. But he didn't pay attention, he left. So after a long time, then his disciple, who was a monk, Getsul, not Gelong, not fully ordained monk, but Getsul, was living in Tibet. So Getsul Sombo came, he asked, she asked him, please take me the other side of the river. Then he got unbelievable compassion. Unbelievable compassion. Then he immediately grabbed her, put on his backside. There was no thought, I'm monk, she's the lady, and I can touch one, but there's no such thing. So much unbelievable compassion came, and then immediately grabbed her, put her his backside, carried her, thinking, liberty, I will get everything like that. Unbelievable compassion, unbelievable compassion. So he didn't have to cross the whole river. Just he reached middle of the river, and then his karma finished. His karma, seeing how totally ordinary, very wicked nature. I'm so much suffering, Baba, feel the dead. That he was seeing how like this before. In the middle of the river, not animal that it's gone, purified. Now he sees Dojapamo, deity, who is a pig head on the Dojapamo, that's Dojapamo. So that shows ignorance, root of samsara, ignorance. You see? And so she's the transcendental wisdom of non-bliss ones. So that's, you see, ultimate reality is a definite meaning of Dojapama. The interpreted meaning of Dojapama is the aspect, female aspect with the pig in the head. See? So become deity. No longer that woman, that Dojapama deity, but you can. So then she took the monk, because the symbol, just right in the middle of the river, took him in the Pure Land. Without need to die, leave the body on the earth. No. Without need to that, with the same body, taken to the Pure Land. Vajrayoga in the Pure Land, Takpakhachu. If you are born there, you definitely become enlightened there. So, possible, he became enlightened earlier than even his teacher, Nagarjuna, the lay yogi, you see. Oh, it's possible. All like that. So, so you see now the compassion, how so unbelievable, most important for quick enlightenment. You understand? Quick enlightenment. For quick purification of your negative karma. Oh, like that. Oh, you have to know that. If you are clever, oh, then wise, no, then you have to pick up this. It should be your main quality. Oh, oh. All that is how so important practice of compassion in our daily life. Okay, so just quick, all these things you have to keep in the mind. So therefore the sentient, so due to kindness of sentient being, so much suffering, so much water, then you achieve enlightenment. By general compassion, you achieve enlightenment much quicker. Like the example, this gives us Timbuwa, this monk. Oh, like that. Oh, then there's similar practicing patience. Able to practice patience. Then also sent to the sentient being, then you achieve enlightenment quicker. All like that. So therefore the sentient beings are so precious, unbelievable precious, so kind, so precious. Yeah. So do you see, so all the Buddha Dharma, you see, comes into to avoid harming others, benefit others. All the Buddha Dharma comes into. And all the Buddha Dharma Buddha has taught, descending in this world, all lesbical teaching, Mayana Sutra, Mayana Tantra. Oh, that. Sorry. You see, to avoid harming others and benefit others. So the whole Lamrim it is contained in the greater path to enlightenment. So, greater path, the lower capable, middle capable, to not harm others. Greater path, the higher capable, benefit others. Lamrim. So, so to be able to practice, to not harm and benefit others, that you need to practice patience. For that you need to practice patience. If you don't practice patience, then somebody who harm you or even didn't harm you, but you see you harm back, especially who harm you, then you harm back towards that person. If you don't practice patience, if you don't do the practice of patience, then you can't benefit others. In that way, there is no then you can't benefit others. So the patience very much needed in the life. So much need to not harm and benefit others. You need to practice patience so much in the life. So you see, in the Bodhisattva, it says, 가와 동조 사바이 진단 대시 쳐라서 그제 점버체. So for 1,000 eons, not years, eons collected by making charity, made offering to the Buddhas, so forth. For 1,000 eons you did like that. But if you rise anger to a bodhisattva, you don't have bodhichitta, but somebody who has bodhichitta. You get angry, 1 second. You get angry, how long? 1 second. Like that, 1 second. I think this one, I think there's 65 seconds in the law school, Cheramera. But the Mahayana school, 60, or the Kasa, you go to Mahayana, 365. 300, you go to Mahayana school, second within this. So, what is there mentioned is 1 second you got angry to a bodhisattva. Oh. So we don't know. We don't know who is bodhisattva, who is not bodhisattva. Even Asanga could not see Maitreya Buddha. So could not see as Maitreya, could not see Maitreya Buddha as an aspect of Maitreya Buddha. So dog. Then another so he carried, one story is carried Maitreya Buddha went around the town to show other people, but only one mother. So he was carrying a dog. On his backside, he was carrying a dog. But it's Maitreya Buddha, but the mother could not see Maitreya Buddha, the dog. So then, so we really don't know who is Bodhisattva, who is not Bodhisattva. You see, so even from animals, is it even like that? I mean, no question of human beings, but even animals, you see, which we never think, oh, like that. So it's very easy to, so the merit gets destroyed. There many 1,000 eons and merits, charity, merit offering, so forth, and so much get destroyed. Rising 1 second anger to a bodhisattva. So according to that, then if you are angry to Buddha, you see, then it has to be 10,000 eons, or I don't know, 100,000 eons, or would be like this. Merits destroyed. So then you see the last one, the numberless Buddhas, then Guru. The last one is Guru. Or then could be millions of, could be, I don't know, eons, merits you collected in the past, you destroyed by anger. Rush anger 1 second. Lama I haven't seen my subtext yet. But according to Bodhisattva, it's a 1 second. If you got angry 1 second, then 1,000 eon, all the merits get destroyed. So, so that means 1,000, whatever realization you're going to achieve tomorrow, bodhicitta, or realize emptiness, or renunciation, or guru, correct following words of the friend, by realizing your guru is all the Buddha. You see, some realization you're going to have you achieve tomorrow. But then today, if you get angry 1 second to a bodhisattva, so you don't know bodhicitta, so 1,000 eons of merits get destroyed. And means delay the realization for 1,000 eons back. 1,000 eons, what? You delay the realization. Oh, wow, like that. not only that, you suffer in the hell realm 1,000 eons. The three things you have to remember, the shortcoming. So, so the most powerful object of merit is your parents. Then outside people, your parents, your father, mother. Or then any even small negative karma, harm, criticism or whatever done to your parents, because they are very powerful object of merit. So the karma you experience it in this life, not finished, but experience this life. You see the karma, negative karma, you see experience this life. So because it's so powerful. You create karma this life, and you see the result, negative karma, suffering this life. So, or you offer little service. I mean, good, interesting words. So, I mean, whatever is a service, you offer even little service to your parents, you know, even little service. Wow, the result is unbelievable good karma in this life. Though these are the real cause of success in your life. Your parents, you know, offering even small service, what you can do. As much as everyday life you can do, those are the truly powerful success in your life. You want happy, you want a successful life. You have to put in those efforts. There's a text Buddha explained about kindness of parents. But so that's when Rinpoche passed life, when parents, Rinpoche was already very learned, famous, great knowledge, is understanding philosophy in the monastery, Goddamn monastery. Rinpoche's parents came to Lhasa. So Rinpoche wanted, because Rinpoche knows the old kindness, you know, all the things what the Buddha explained. So Rinpoche wanted to sweep the room, and Rinpoche wanted to do everything. But some things want very much to do, but some things, because he has many disciples, he very qualified, very learned in the philosophy. So some things didn't fit to his life. But Rinpoche said like that. But he did things in the parents' room, take care of them, even though maybe he was abbot or goddamn monastery, goddamn shatter, or I don't know. So like that, want to serve, want to take care, want to serve so much. Rinpoche said, when their parents came to Lhasa, like that, that in the Kasuri, you have to pay all the attention, all the service, whatever please them, all the result then you see in this life, good success in this life. Then, of course, from there, life to life, then thousands and millions, so goes. Then you see, then it can go to Enlightenment. That's done with bodhichitta. So anyway, so then after that, ordained people to do service, so powerful merit. After that, then arahatas. Numberless arahatas, one bodhisattva with bodhichitta. Then numberless bodhisattva, then one Buddha. Numberless Buddha, then one guru. Guru, Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Buddha Dhamma Sangha came from Guru. That's why. So Buddha Dhamma Sangha came from Guru. That is, we have to realize. So then with whom you collect most extensive merit is the Guru. By offering one one orange, one small nuts or something like that, whatever it's offering Guru, it brings you to enlightenment. It brings you to enlightenment quicker. It brings to enlightenment quicker. The effects. Giving glass of water, it brings you enlightenment quicker. Brings you to enlightenment quicker. Also like that. Even such a small service is done. So powerful. So then now something the negative action, harm, negative action is a small thing done. But about a powerful negative karma. So you see this life, of course. So that. So so remember anger, in the hell. So, for example, the highest one is the Guru. If you get angry 1 second to the Guru, then heresy or anger, like that you see. Then there, in Lamrim, it says 1 eon. 1 eon you suffer in the hell. 1 eon, and 1 eon, you delay the realizations for 1 eon, and delay the realization. The third thing. You destroy the merits. The cause is destroy the merits. 1 eon, whatever merit you collect, get destroyed. Okay. So 3 things you have to remember on the anger rises. The things happen to you. Okay, so now to not happen that, what the Buddhists, when you collect merit, preparation at the beginning, the motivation to become Dharma, not Dharma, but the cause of enlightenment. Your action becomes cause of enlightenment. That means your motivation has become bodhichitta motivation. Oh, like that. The preparation. So now the actual body is the second one, the actual body practice. Third, and completion. Third is completion. So there you need dedicated marriage. You need dedicated marriage. So first marriage, we will do to generate due to all the past, present, future marriage, through the marriage, numberless, sentient, numberless Buddhas. May the bodhichitta, the root of the path to enlightenment, the cause of happiness of you and numberless sentient beings, to achieve enlightenment. Not only temporary, ultimate happiness, the enlightenment. All the sentient, the root bodhichitta be generated with you in the heart of all the sentient beings. And who has developed bodhicitta to be increased. So dedicate that. And then next one, even you dedicate the merit like this, due to all the past, present, future merits collected by me, 3 times merits collected by numberless sentient beings in 3 times. 3 times merits collected by numberless Buddhas in 3 times. 3 times is past, present, future. Merits collected by numberless Buddhas. So put all together. So it becomes extremely powerful for the success to happen. You see. So may the I do that. May the I, Do that, may the I achieve Buddhahood and lead sentient beings in Buddhahood. So you can do that. Dedicate merit to enlightenment. So in this way, it's like the drop of water taken from anywhere, put in the ocean. So mixed with the ocean. So until the ocean stays, the drop of water is always there. So like that. So this makes you to achieve enlightenment. The merit you collected causes you to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. So it becomes so powerful for sentient beings. You see. So after that, if you get angry, there's a huge rocky mountain. Rocks are taken by a truck. Mountain is still there. The Rocky Mountain become a little bit bigger, but Rocky Mountain is still there. So Jaja Pavanka said like that. So you dedicate merit to achieving enlightenment already. So if you get heresy anger later, don't get destroyed completely. So now, how to do? To never get destroyed merit by heresy anger, what to do? Oh, you still with the emptiness. How to do? Due to all the past, present, future merit collected by me, future merit collected by numberless sentient beings, numberless Buddhas. That which exists mere name means do not exist at all from its own side. Totally empty from its own side. May the I who do that, may the I who do not exist in the mere name, so do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. Achieve the Buddhahood, which exists in mere name, so do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. Lead to that Buddhahood, which exists in mere name, so do not exist from inside, totally empty from its own side. By myself alone, who exists in mere name, do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. So, I elaborated. First, I mentioned 3 time merits which are collected in the mere name. So, even just that's enough. But to understand kind of easier, then added do not exist from inside, totally empty from inside, or that emptiness. So like this. So by dealing with the emptiness, if you dedicate, while you're dedicated to the enlightenment, then later heresy anger rises, they cannot destroy the merits, cannot become even bigger. Why? Japjakita Rinpoche explained. Because emptiness is the only one can destroy the realization that wisdom, that realization that can destroy the root of your root of samsara, the ignorance. Oh, they're holding the I as true existence. World is not. World is not there. All of this. So you have to understand. Otherwise, if you didn't dedicate to achieving enlightenment, dedicated marriage, whatever, dedicate, if you don't dedicate to achieving enlightenment, especially stealing by emptiness, then whatever dedicated marriage is destroyed. So even, you see, we have life. I've done this retreat, that retreat, this retreat, I've done this practice, that practice, so many things, but our mind is still the same. Like never done retreat, never met Dharma, never does no Dharma. Even though you study master program, basic program, even though you study sutra, extensive philosophy, tantra, so, but look like you never know, look like there's no, mind is totally empty, like never met Dharma. So slowly anger comes, slowly all the delusion rises, like you never met Dharma, like you don't know Dharma. What's easy? After so many years, still the same. Oh, that you have to notice. One thing is even not most important point to pay attention in the life, not practice. So you let delusion, anger, heresy, those rise so powerfully. No, you never put effort to control. Even first of all, so difficult to call it marriage. So difficult to call it marriage means pure Dharma. So difficult. At least if you've done something, but then sooner or later, anger rises, destroyed, gone away. So therefore the mind becomes subdued. The mind to become Dharma. Mind to become subdued, to become Dharma, to become Lamrim, renouncing bodhichitta, right people. So difficult, so difficult, so difficult, so difficult. All that you have to recognize that. So, yeah, maybe I speak, yeah. Yeah. I think maybe tomorrow. Then, yeah. Yeah, the beginning there will too much preparation, but the beginning there will be depend time, so there will be some talk about thought transformation, about how to practice patience, but basic thing many times you don't have opportunity to receive teachings on that, and so kind of difficult. Many reasons. So then practicing patience became very difficult for mature people. So I thought to mention tomorrow. Sorry, it didn't happen this time. When the talk went round. So as I mentioned about the kindness of those kings and those generous and the Manjushri, Chisong Tenzin, the Manjushri and the Buddha's wisdom and Lama Atisha passed away to spread Dharma in Tibet, embodied Lama Atisha, and so many holy beings, including Pema Sambhava, So as I mentioned, the kindness and so forth. So we can recite the prayer here. At the end, So I just want to mention here tonight there. So Richard Gere here. So he completely dedicated for his honors. Completely dedicated for his honors. For the, I don't know, 6 million or more than 6 million, I'm sure, Tibetan people. They so do whatever need for his honors, holy wish to succeed, and for 6 million Tibetan people. So they. You know why Tibet? The people are many monks and nuns and lay people burning their body. You see, burning their body in fire. I mean, see, so many happened. It's a, you see, it's a expression. You know, the world to pay attention, to know that they need help to have freedom. So they so much suffering. So this is so much suffering. So express their freedom. So you see, to all to understand, so they can't do much. So this is what they can't do much. So this is what they do: burn themselves in fire. So this is what this is only what they can do. I mean, what they can do to show the world. They want freedom. That's what and yeah, and also like his owner said, the Umelam middle way view. So to express that. I mean, I wouldn't say that they're crazy. I wouldn't say that. It's just because I can't stand at all. Can't stand. So you keep the. People that went through suffering, so after some time, you see somebody, you burn your body. But this, it leads something to express the world. Oh, that, you see, that's a sign of what they need freedom. So it's like that. Asking need to help, to pay attention, to help. So that's pure water. Yeah, so I went to Tibet 6 times pilgrimage, 3 times pilgrimage. And if you are in Tibet, you can understand. You know, outside Potala, watching, then in the street, there are motorcycles while catching people. Anytime, especially night time, you never know. Very scary, very scary. Then I meet the police, and very scary in Tibet. But here, outside, you forget. So you relax your mind. But in Tibet, you can't relax your mind. No way, you got to do something immediately. You got to do something immediately. So I'm not going to tell more stories. And that's yes, bought land for $1 million. Was some student paid, some borrowed, and the land lost to the government, because if you don't build within 3 years, hospital or school or something, then you lose the land to the government officially. This happened. So this happened. So we didn't get to go to the office and like that and so on. So lost officially to government. To build the famous Sambal statue. Other than that, it didn't happen. So that, yeah. The kind of there. So to thank all there. Yeah, that's all. Then yeah, let's go. Oh, that. Oh, so important. Did all the past, the best and future marriage, oh, Changjo, Semjo, Rinpoche, Maje, Pana, Jejuroche, Jeba, Nyamba, Meba, Kone, Kondo, Pewa. Pendayan Deva Malu Juven Cherishing the I Shaban Sede Abado Enjoy. I'm going to chant the next prayer. Bon Ninja Sondo Yajobe Cheje Zanze Kanje What's the next? What? Chana bemo de so so on the Shit Lundrujua, Tonyan so on the Shit Lundrujua. Dono Gombo Cherisi Wanga Sacha Jave Changa Kancha Chion, Tijamona Kanzebe de Satan. La Javazia Chana Pema Chela Duze Daswanika Suso Tamen the Gachin Deve Javeran Uzan Jaja Dasan Jo Major Saja Javela Tatandeluame did all the three-time marriage collected by me, collected by sentient beings, collected by numberless Buddhas. May all the students, Northern FMD, we are outside. All the students and those who rely upon me, whom I promised both names given to me, including all of us, including our parents who are dead, who are already dead, living. All of us, may we be guided by Lama Tsongkhapa, being my virtuous friend in all the lifetime, and never be separated away from the pure path admired by all the Buddhas. Sera Gundun Jawa Songa Vata Shenye Ngosun Zebe Java Ngabe Lam Sang Tenye Ta Geche Tanyang Zhao Ama Juro Jing. To explain the Lama Tsongkhapa, their teaching in this life, in the heart of all the students and yourself. Mecho Namdara Tangme Timtan Den La Chen Jasi Chebe Nindu Dedon Chege Rimni Nanju De Losan Jave Tantan Jawarisho. Bandin Lame Namba Tawala Geche Tanyang Loda Viji Jinze Leva Tongwe Mugu Je Lame Chenla Samla Jubara Jo. Then we pray. Due to all the past, present, future marriage collected by me, three-time marriage collected by numberless sentient beings and numberless Buddhas. One Tibetan who has been official for so many years, Jari Lotru, he used to go to China to speak about, you know, to get the freedom. For that, in another Tibetan men used to go together. We went a few times, and so very high official work for Tibet, and then so he is supposed to dying, liver, and doctor said he will die or he will. No, already finished. After 2 days, 1 day is gone. So, yeah, so might die. That's what doctor said. And then, so anyway, to never get reborn in the lower realm first. And never ever get reborn Lord. And to be born in the Pure Land, where he can become enlightened. Then at least receive perfect human rebirth. Mid-Mahayana teaching. Meet a perfectly qualified man, the Guru, revealing the unmistaken path to enlightenment. And by pleasing most the holy mind, the virtual friend, may he achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. So that's a short prayer. We're responsible for the world. To pray. Due to all the past, present, future merit, collected by material merit, collected by numberless, sentient, numberless Buddhas. May the wars that happen now be stopped, also future wars happening, they to be stopped immediately. And may all the disease and famine, all these things be stopped immediately. And may danger of fire, may the danger of fire, may the danger of fire, water, air, earth, or the tsunamis, due to hurricane, the water from the lake, from the ocean coming in the city, then destroy billions of dollars. That happened in the Texas, and that happened in Florida and other countries. And you know, earthquakes, Indonesia, So all this to be stopped immediately, and may the perfect peace and happiness be prevailed in everyone's heart by generating love, kindness, compassion, bodhichitta in everyone's heart. May they meet, and then Buddha Dharma last long time in the world, from where the sentient will receive peace and happiness. And they meet the Buddha Dharma and achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. So recently, so many times the danger of fire is happening in America, particular. Then you see burns for a long time, and difficult to even to cannot. They own people. So 100 people come from America, from Australia, and also New Zealand to kill the fire, to extinguish the fire, and so usually we think only the people, but people is easier to escape and move before that, and many chance, even though some people get killed, and but then you see the numberless ants burned, numberless insects and deers and numberless animals, well, they get burned, they're going to die, they die burned, numberless, for months and months, so it depends on how much good luck the president has. President has, in England, Elizabeth, what's that? Queen, what? Huh? Queen Mary. Huh? I don't know, Queen Elizabeth, So the previous queen, I don't know, she was a Bandar Lama. So protector of Bandar Lama, His Holiness and Tibetan government and many high lamas and from long time. So she's Bandar Lama. So during that time, there was so much peace happened around England, Ireland, and so much happiness, peace, happiness happened around. So my teacher, Sentient Rinpoche, his Dalai guru in India, went to see her hand stick with a diamond, with the top of the diamond in France museum. So Rinpoche went to see him, because she's Bandar Lama. It's not just somebody wealthy, not that, because she's Bandar Lama. So that was it. So it all depends on the good luck of the president. How much a problem happens in the country. So therefore, the other sentiments, when they suffer, wow. So I thought, the centers don't money to spend, even they some themselves to spend, don't enough. So so I tried to donate $25,000, and then divided the pujas, divided the pujas, Dhammakar Sudra Payang Ceremony every week, and or our sanghas at the Kajur Dejin or afterwards in Washington, 2 months. And so they Cherishing couple monk who write Present Parameter with gold. He write Asanga Sutra, and then the other sanghas and write Golden Light Sutra and Dhammakara Sutra, things like that. I think there's also to read Bodhisattva Sai Nyingbo, Bodhisattva Sai Nyingbo, Siddhikabhas, one volume Sutra to read, and things like that. I mean, you know, so mainly the monasteries, not Tazang College, because they're very expensive to puja in Tazang. So the contents are less monk. So every month to puja medicine Buddha. Also, that was the main experience. Like that. So try, you know, to help. So those also, it also can be puja for all those sentient beings who died during the fire. But it's not only fire. We should dedicate for all the tsunami and many other things. So they're just news. They're just news from not BBC, but the news from the other one. Not seen, other one. Huh? This news from the, I don't know, the other news. Not seen. Third one. Huh? No. It doesn't matter. News from Laudo. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Then, no. Due to all the past, the person who married chocolate, Maitreya married chocolate, numberless sentient, numberless Buddhas, may be able to cherish every single sentient being more than whole sky filled with the wish-granted joy. Then freedom from samsara, bring to enlightenment, or the ultimate benefit. Not just causing temporary happiness. Tane samjaya tamjaya la ye no le la be tenjo druve sambai tato jebara jembara. Innocent being who see me, don't see you, or who hears you, who is me, don't remembers you, touch you, and talking about it, and seeing photos. Just by that, may all their suffering be pacified immediately. May they achieve all the happiness, including enlightenment. Tanye tongamanta sama jesu tenyaro rekama tamdu jaba tamje jang teya mola dunga gonshen namba gundu dadan denjoro. Dwe dunga kanje ron tekun dala minjo te dagen dege jesa teken shan la minjoro ji. Tiro da pass the best which I made as a chocolate, there I made as a chocolate, numberless, and then being numberless Buddhas. They would exist in my name. May the I who exists in my name achieve the Buddhahood which exists in my name. lead the sentient beings to enlightenment. So lead the sentient beings who exist in mere name to that enlightenment, Buddhahood, which exists in mere name. Brahma alone, who exists in mere name. Jambul Bhavechita, Jamba Dalkunda, Sambo, Deyan, Dejinda, Dalkunji, Jason, Dalo, Jagawa, Dedatam, Jeratoma, Jebe, Jawatam, Jejunga, Gamla, Judoma, Daga, Gava, Tawan, Digin, Yasambo, Jujura, Waranji, Chiji Jabo, Tongava, Juzan, Namba, Bewa, Tangaye, Tama, Shiwata, Tunjaman, Toma, Shua, Datasing, Edison, the Devet, Tonya Latin, Jawa, Losandra. Damba, Remba, George. Someday, any marriage we collect today increase 100,000 times by reciting the Buddha's name in the mantra. Then, afterwards, the minister Buddha and Buddha's name, all our prayers to succeed. Yeah, that. Lama Atisha, the Jabba Gumbo, what do you mean? Jim the Jawada Jambayang Tabazove, Sanjaguna, Kunda Sangla. Kunda Sangala Jadora, Jim the Jawada Jambayang Tabazove, Sing and Namba Nanzo, Jawala Jada, just Samba Jamogunda Sambala Jadala, Diatom Bezawa, Botany, Swam, Dura Diamond. Diatom is the Deva Bodhana, so Dura Diamagas. Diatom is the Deva Bodhana, so Dura Diamagas, or Diatom is the Deva Bodhana, so Dura Diamagas, or Diatom is the Deva Bodhana, so Dura Diamagas. Diatom is the Deva Bodhana, so Dura Diamagas, or Jim Day and the Jabata Jaman, Tabazo, Sajamia, Bedu, Jabala, Chazola, Jabata Jaman, and Tabazo, Sanje, Motamana, Jabala, Chazola, Jabala, the Lua, maybe Dambata, Dagala, Taba to the Ganadama, Benigundo, Thank you very much. Gracias.
O sasi pokijus in metro tram rirablin segni de gempadi sangye sindu mikte vulwaji drokum namda sin la soparaso yetun la me kuserapten shi namkachin le shosur gepatan losantem pedron me sasumgi Drowe munsel taktu neguru chig ida men guru rana mandala kamnit yami tu chul chaman sim jango yelwe ten sing kyon pelwe kun sodo pose Josum kurvele montu drup pata sodu jegondu shaptene so